For years, wealthy buyers followed the same rulebook. Buy the loudest badge, the biggest grille, the highest price tag, and let everyone know you've made it. But something strange is happening in 2026. Rich people are quietly changing what they drive, and most people haven't noticed yet. They're moving away from flashy, attention-grabbing luxury SUVs and choosing something very different. Stick around, because the last SUV on this list is the biggest surprise of all. Here's the truth. When you reach a certain level of wealth, luxury stops being about impressing others and starts being about how the car makes you feel every single day. And that shift is reshaping the entire luxury SUV market. Let's start with one of the biggest silent winners of 2026, the Genesis EX90. A few years ago, most wealthy buyers wouldn't even consider Genesis. Today, that's changing fast. Why? Because the EX90 delivers what rich buyers actually care about: space, craftsmanship, and privacy. The interior feels less like a car and more like a private lounge. Rear seats recline, the cabin is nearly silent, and the tech works without screaming for attention. Microhook moment: many buyers switching to Genesis already own Mercedes S-Class SUVs before this. That tells you everything. Next is the Lexus LX 600, and this one is all about trust. Old money loves Lexus for one simple reason: it never causes problems. In 2026, wealthy buyers are quietly choosing reliability over bragging rights. The LX 600 doesn't shout, it doesn't chase trends, it just delivers comfort that lasts for years, not months. The ride is smooth, the materials feel timeless, and the resale value stays strong. Microhook: some luxury SUVs lose half their value in 3 years. The LX barely flinches. Rich people notice that. Now, let's talk about electric luxury, because this is where the shift becomes obvious. The Tesla Model X Plaid is still popular, but not for the reasons you think. It's not about showing off anymore, it's about convenience. Instant acceleration, no gas stations, constant software updates, and quiet performance. Wealthy buyers who value time over attention love this. Microhook alert: many Model X owners also own supercars, but they drive the Tesla more often. That says a lot. But here's where it gets interesting. Many rich buyers are actually moving away from overly digital interiors. They want tech that disappears into the background. That's why the Range Rover Sport 2026 is still winning, but in a quieter way. No giant chrome logos, no unnecessary drama, just effortless luxury. The suspension glides over broken roads, the interior feels tailored, and the exterior doesn't beg for attention. Microhook: this is the SUV you buy when you need anyone to know what you paid for it? Another unexpected shift is happening with BMW, not the loud in-badge models, but the BMW X7 in its most refined trims. Wealthy buyers are choosing comfort-focused setups instead of maximum performance. Soft leather, subtle colors, rear executive seating, the kind of configuration most people skip because it doesn't look aggressive enough. Microhook: rich buyers spec their SUVs very differently than influencers do. Now here's a name you might not expect on this list: Audi, specifically the Audi Q8 E-Tron. Wealthy buyers who live in cities are quietly switching to it because it blends in perfectly. It's electric, smooth, extremely quiet, and doesn't draw attention at valet stands. Microhook: in some high-net-worth neighborhoods, flashy SUVs are now seen as trying too hard. Subtlety is the new status symbol. Let's address the elephant in the room. Why are rich people moving away from ultra-flashy luxury SUVs? Because attention has a cost. Flashy cars attract looks, questions, assumptions, and sometimes problems. In 2026, privacy is luxury. Silence is luxury. Being left alone is luxury. And these SUVs deliver exactly that. This shift also explains why some brands are quietly losing wealthy customers. SUVs that focus too much on massive screens, aggressive styling, or social media hype are starting to feel exhausting. Rich buyers don't want their car to feel outdated in 2 years. They want something that still feels right after 5. Here's another microhook most people don't think about. Rich people often own multiple vehicles. Their luxury SUV isn't for excitement, it's for comfort, daily use, and peace of mind. That's why smooth suspension, quiet cabins, and stress-free ownership matter more than horsepower numbers. And now, the biggest surprise of 2026. The luxury SUV many rich buyers are switching to doesn't even look expensive at first glance. It's the Volvo EX90. Clean design, no aggressive styling, and a cabin that feels like Scandinavian minimalism done right. It's electric, extremely safe, and designed around calmness. Microhook: for many wealthy families, safety and serenity now beat prestige. So what does all this mean? Luxury in 2026 isn't loud anymore. It's thoughtful. It's subtle. It's about how a car fits into your life, not how it looks on social media. Rich people aren't switching to cheaper SUVs. They're switching to smarter ones. If you're shopping for a luxury SUV, this is the real lesson. Don't chase badges. Don't chase hype. Pay attention to what quietly successful people are choosing. because they've already learned what actually matters. And here's the final takeaway. The future of luxury SUVs isn't about being seen. It's about being comfortable, protected, relaxed, and in control. That's why this shift is happening quietly and why most people won't notice until it's already complete. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like and subscribe for more deep dive luxury car content that goes beyond the surface. And comment below, which luxury SUV would you switch to if attention didn't matter at all?